Predators are some of the greatest hunters in the entire universe. Turns out they're kinda obsessed with Earth. Apparently, we're the perfect prey. Lucky us. For centuries, these Yucha have been dropping by just to test their skills, collect some skulls, and remind us why running never works. Some go down easy. Others, absolute nightmares. Today we're ranking every predator from weakest to strongest. Let's hunt. Remember this predator? No? Yeah, there's a reason for that. Chopper existed purely to get wrecked. A young blood Yucha on its initiation hunt. Kill a xenomorph, become blooded, earn your respect. Instead, he got instantly folded like a lawn chair by a Xeno tail to the chest. Rest in peace, Chopper. Tracker was supposed to be the muscle of predators, but he kinda outsourced his job. This super predator used giant alien hunting dogs to do the work for him. Basically the space version of Go Fetch. Cool concept, not a lot of payoff. He looked great, his dogs were awesome, but Tracker himself didn't do much before getting blown up by Nikolai, one of the best heroic sacrifices in the franchise. Same deal here. Falconer's big gimmick was his alien bird drone, the Predator version of a GoPro. He used it for aerial surveillance, which was neat, but his true moment came when he threw down in a katana duel with a Yakuza assassin. It's short, it's brutal, it's awesome. Sure, he dies, but at least he went out with style and honor. Most predators get shot. Falconer got a samurai movie send-off. The fugitive predator might be the best thing to come out of The Predator, which is both a compliment and an insult. He's a Yucha-human hybrid, which is cool on paper, and his mission was actually noble, bringing humanity a suit called the Predator Killer to protect us from an incoming alien invasion. Unfortunately, before he could deliver it, the ultimate predator pulled up, folded him in seconds. Nice guy, good idea, terrible luck. The crucified hunter doesn't get a lot of screen time, but he makes it count. Captured and strung up by the super predators, this dude gets rescued by humans, and instead of killing them like the rest of his species probably would, he helps them fight back. He dies facing the berserker predator, but not before getting some solid hits in. The man, well, the alien, died with honor, and that's more you can say for half the franchise. Celtic was one of the Alien vs. Predator Youngbloods, and easily the toughest of his trio. When Chopper bit it, Celtic stepped up, taking on a xenomorph one-on-one, one of the best fights in the entire movie. He bodied that alien for most of it, until the Xeno pulled a sneaky move and impaled him through the head. Still, Celtic proved that even unblooded Yucha can hang with some of the nastiest creatures in sci-fi. You can't win them all, but at least you can die cool. Now this one's unique. The pilot predator doesn't hunt on foot. He hunts from the sky. Aerial combat, predator style. And even though he's dogfighting against World War II biplanes, he sticks to the Yucha code of honor. No missiles, no cheap tricks, just harpoons and skill. Imagine being a 1940s pilot and realizing your opponent isn't German, it's an invisible space demon. Yeah, you're not winning that one. The City Hunter took his talents to Los Angeles in 1997, smack in the middle of a heat wave and a gang war. And honestly, he thrived in the chaos. The Predator racked up a body count that would make Jason Voorhees jealous, tearing through cops, criminals, and anyone unlucky enough to cross him. Problem was, he got way too cocky. He started killing unworthy prey, went full GTA rampage mode, which broke the Predator code. In the end, he was put down, but not before giving us Danny Glover's most stressful Tuesday ever. Leader of the Youngbloods from AVP, Scar is easily the standout of that movie. He actually completes the xenomorph trial, earns his blood mark, and kills a ton of aliens in the process. He even takes down a queen with help from Lex, earning her respect, one of the most surprisingly wholesome Predator moments ever. Of course, he gets face-hugged and dies, giving birth to the Pred alien, but hey, at least he went out a legend. The Xenos might have technically won, but Scar made them work for it. The Viking Predator is exactly what it sounds like. A predator who decided to pull up during the age of Vikings and just throw hands. This thing is massive, built like a truck, swinging harder than Thor on leg day. He doesn't rely on fancy weapons either. Just a brutal gauntlet lets him throw out kinetic punches strong enough to shatter armor and break bones. He's fought an entire warlord's army bare-handed. Sure, his own weapon was turned against him in the end, but when you're that big and that angry, dying in battle is kinda the dream. The feral predator from Prey is one of the oldest Yucha we've seen, landing on Earth 300 years ago to take on the Comanche Nation solo. No plasma cannons, no high-tech armor, just raw muscle, primitive weapons, and pure hunting instinct. He's brutal, clever, and terrifyingly durable, tanking hits that would have killed anyone else. He's not the most advanced predator, but he's one of the most relentless. Sometimes the scariest hunter is the one who doesn't need toys to win. The one that started it all, the OG. The jungle hunter from Predator, the alien that went toe-to-toe with Arnold freaking Schwarzenegger. This Predator wiped out an entire commando squad like they were mall cops. He's got stealth, cunning, thermal vision, that iconic clicking sound that makes your blood run cold. Yeah, he technically lost, but when your only weakness is covered in mud Arnold with a log trap, you're still doing something right. The jungle hunter is pure predator DNA. No gimmicks, no mercy, just honor and hunting. Now we're getting mean. The berserker predator isn't here to hunt for sport. He hunts for cruelty. Leader of the super predator clan, this guy threw the Yucha code of honor out the window. He kidnapped prey, tortured other predators, and treated the hunt like a blood sport. He's faster, stronger, and more vicious than the average predator, taking shotgun blasts to the face, just laughing it off. If the jungle hunter was about skill, berserker is about domination. The kind of dude who'd 1v1 you and taunt you while doing it. When a predator survives long enough to go gray, you respect it. Grayback is living proof that experience beats youth. This elder Yucha has seen everything. He's the one who gave Danny Glover that antique flintlock pistol in Predators 2. That wasn't a gift, it was a statement. You survived the hunt. You earned respect. If you've lived long enough to collect trophies across centuries and still lead hunts, you're apex. Respect your elders, especially when they carry Plasmacaster. The father wasn't just a predator, he was a patriarch, a living symbol of Yucha dominance and cruelty. Born into a legendary bloodline on Yucha Prime, Father rose through the ranks to become a clan leader, a title earned through centuries of brutal hunts and victories. Age never dulled him. His dreadlocks turned white, his skin scarred and weathered, but his strength and pride only hardened with time. Father ruled his clan with an iron fist and no mercy. To him, weakness was the ultimate sin. Even family wasn't safe from his judgment. He fathered 2 sons, but when Deck was born small, half-blind, and frail, Father saw him as a disgrace. In his eyes, the only way a weak Yucha could honor the clan was through death. Okay, this one's just straight out of an anime fever dream. It's awesome. The ninja predator landed in feudal Japan, cloaked head to toe in bladed weapons, katanas, throwing knives, and even a chain blade that retracts like a yo-yo from hell. He used stealth, speed, and precision, stalking samurai through the mist like an invisible ghost. He's one of the sleekest, most skilled hunters in predator lore. Proof that the Yucha don't just rely on muscle. Sometimes they're ninjas too. In Yucha culture, weakness is death, but Dek refused to die quietly. Born small, half-blind, and frail, Dek was everything a predator wasn't supposed to be. To his father, he was an embarrassment, a stain on a bloodline built on conquest. While his brother earned glory in the hunts, Dek was mocked, shunned, and branded unworthy even to train. Against every odd, Dek fought. He faced on a monster that terrified seasoned Yucha, not with superior strength or advanced tech, but sheer determination. He was the embodiment of defiance, a predator who hunted not for trophies, but for respect. Dek may not have been the strongest, but he might have been the bravest, a living reminder that true honor isn't born from power, it's forged in the fight to prove you belong. If you took a predator and said, make it unfair, you'd get this guy. Genetically enhanced, physically superior, practically bulletproof. The ultimate predator doesn't even need armor. His skin is armor. He's faster, stronger, and smarter than standard Yucha, with thermal vision built directly into his eyes. He rips a normal predator's spine out with one hand. You don't fight the ultimate predator. You survive him. Briefly. If the other Yucha are hunters, this guy's the final boss. And now, the legend. Wolf is the ultimate example of what happens when experience, skill, and brutality all come together. This veteran cleaner predator is covered in trophies, scars, and swagger. He's basically the John Wick of Yucha. Wolves killed xenomorphs like they're nothing, fought in confined spaces without breaking a sweat, and even took on a pred alien, a hybrid of two of the deadliest species in sci-fi, and almost won. Every weapon, every trap, every kill, Wolf executes them with surgical precision. If there's one predator you never want tracking you, it's this guy. He's not just hunting for sport, he's cleaning up your mess. At the very top, the Predator Warlord, also known as the Grendel King. This is the Yucha you prey never decides you're worthy prey. An ancient clan leader who commands other hunters across the galaxy, sending them to Earth to test humanity's strongest warriors. Survive long enough, and you get the honor of fighting him in person. Spoiler, that's not an honor, that's a death sentence. He's bigger, faster, and more powerful than any predator before him. A walking warlord wearing trophies made from xenomorphs and a queen's body. His cape alone is a flex of dominance. The Predator King isn't just a hunter. He's the reason Yucha legends exist in the first place. The top dog, the apex of the apex. If the other predators are the galaxy's best hunters, this guy's the god they pray to.